Welcome to our online worship service. We've made it to the fourth Sunday in Advent, and Christmas now takes center stage. We eagerly await on the threshold for the coming Christ child. So glad you could join us in our anticipation. Some announcements this morning. Just a quick reminder that the church office will be closed for the holidays beginning tomorrow through the new year. The Westchester Neighbors Food Pantry's drive-through distribution is this Tuesday, December 22nd, from 9 to 11 a.m. in the parking lot of the resale shop. Even though this year's Christmas Eve service may look different, we hope you can join us for a very special celebration at 9 p.m. this Thursday, December 24th, in the west parking lot of the church. To remain socially distanced throughout the service, we are asking everyone to remain in your vehicle and tune in to 99.1 FM and worship through your car radio. And as always, we have our announcements in the bulletin that is sent to you via email. Please take a look at those. And then one last announcement this morning comes from Chet. So Chet, if you would please join us.
Good morning, everyone. I have the special delight to talk to Pastor and her husband this morning. If you could come up, I would appreciate it. Pastor?
Am I getting fired?
No.
Oh, no.
Not quite that. It's been a special time for us to have you guys both at the church taking over. And you guys have been doing a wonderful job during this hard time of a non-normal worship service, trying to make it as normal as possible. You both have been working very, very hard. And to show our appreciation, we'd like to give you a little gift from the church to both of you. We really appreciate all your hard work, and we hope you have a very merry and blessed Christmas. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, thank you for all you do.
I'm just going to interrupt Carla for a second.
Yep.
We don't do this alone at all. This is everybody. This congregation is phenomenal. You guys are so loving and so giving and so compassionate. And without the leadership team, there wouldn't be a congregation, there wouldn't be a church. We're small but mighty, and thank you all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. And now, if you would all please rise and join in the opening hymn, Love Came Down at Christmas, on the video screen. You may be seated. The lighting of the Advent wreath this morning will be done by the Abraham family. So awesome to see them. If you would please come on up.
We live on the brink every day. We stand on the threshold between this world and the next one. We live and move between the ordinary and divine. between the mundane and the mystery. Too often we forget to look up and see the angels in our room. We forget the love we give and live is a sign of eternity. God is with us right now. We forget that company is coming.
Luke tells us that God's favor came to a girl, an ordinary girl. It must have been you, or it might have been you or your daughter. It might have been the girl down the street or your grandchild. But the messenger of God came and greeted her and said, "The Lord is with you." What gifts and a promise, Emmanuel, God is with us.
We light these candles with peace in our hearts for the promise of a proximity, the nearness of God. Even when we forget to listen, to lean into that presence, God is as close to our own breath. This, in a confused and confusing world, is a peace that passes all understanding. It is a peace that knows that company is coming.
O come, Emmanuel. Please join us in singing verse 4 of O come, Emmanuel.
O come, thou root of Jesse's tree, and ensign of thy people be. Before thee rulers silent fall, all peoples on thy mercy call. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
And then if you would please rise and join me in the call to worship and remain standing through the Old Testament reading. Now is the time of watching and waiting. Now is the season of hope unfolding. Let us come before God with receptive and willing spirits. Rejoice, God comes to bring the birthday of life and hope. Amen. And then the Old Testament reading this morning comes from 2 Samuel chapter 7, verses 1 through 11 and verse 16. After the king was settled in his palace, and the Lord had given him rest from all his enemies around him, he said to Nathan the prophet, "Here I am, living in a house of cedar, while the ark of God remains in a tent." Nathan replied to the king, "Whatever you have in mind, go ahead and do it, for the Lord is with you."
It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from angels bending near the earth to touch their harps of gold. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. For lo, the days are hastening on, by prophets seen of old, when with the ever-circling years shall come the time foretold. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, the Prince of Peace, their King. And the whole world sing back the song which now the angels sing.